It's the Wait a Minute Show.
Bruh. Ain't that right, Lil Pan? Wait a minute. Book it. Really? Really?
The Wait a Minute Show with your host, Jolani J.B. Bodie.
What's up, everybody? It is your man, Jolani J.B. Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, and it is Saturday. It's the weekend. Yes, we got weekend time, relax time, hangout time, take a sleep, take a nap, whatever time. Whatever it is that you do on the weekend, but it is also watch The Wait a Minute Show time with your man, Jolani J.B. Bodie. And way over there, wait, come a little bit closer, There you are. No, stop right there. You know the drill. You can't come in here. My man Lopan, he's in the building as well. Indeed. What's up, Lopan? So everybody, hopefully you had a good week and the weekend is being good to you. We know for some people it was a short weekend because it was the 4th of July. So everybody, hopefully you were safe out there and nothing crazy happened to you. But we're here to talk about sports. And that is what we're going to get into right now, right here, in the ATL, in the Lions Den Studios. I'm giving you your sports fix. All right? So we got football news. We got NBA news. Talk about that Dame Lillard, Dame time. James Harden, 49ers, and other stuff that's out there. We're going to get into it. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you're liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you get notified when this show goes live. But also follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well so you can listen there if you want to. It's all up to you. But make sure you stand in tune with us. And don't forget, you can hit us up at thewaitaminuteshow@gmail.com. Now, before I go any further, shouts out to my daughter, Ayla Bodie. Got the YouTube channel up and going. It's called Being the Bodies. Make sure you check that out. You can go on YouTube as well and just type in her name, Ayla and Boddie, and you'll pull it up and you'll see Being the Bodie. So support that as well. Let's get into some sports, right? I said Dame. It's Dame time. Look at your watch, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Lillard signs a new extension with the Portland Trail Blazers to the tune of 2 years. 2 years. Oh, what was it? $122 million, Lopan? Is that? Indeed. Yes. So, Dame got his money, so he's good to go. My question is, was it too much? Was it too much to be giving Damian Lillard an extension where he's going to be making $60+ million eventually? No. Because, again, look, these franchises are taking a chance, right? And it's a small chance because you know what you're getting with Dame. All right? It's not like you just, got a big question mark. Is he going to be able to handle? No. All that stuff has been answered. He's going to be able to handle that stuff. All right? And somebody said yes. Yes. Portland could have said no. Maybe they said no to 70, and then they said yes to 62. But no. They didn't say no, or he asked for it. They said yes. Okay? And then before everybody goes really crazy as well, the salary cap is going up in the NBA, so the price was going to go up anyway. You when you say I can give you more money, the reason that you're saying I can give you more money is because you're going to ask for more money. So it was going to go up at some point. Now, I know people are like, well, Dame, he's not even, the top NBA player. Why is he? It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? He's the top NBA player for the Portland Trail Blazers. Also, he is a guy who has not left the team. So give him credit there because everybody loves, putting on, oh, he couldn't do it by himself. He had to go get some help. He had to go here. So he stayed. He's trying to get other people to come to Portland. I don't know how that's going to work out. But as far as what you're getting from Damian Lillard, and you're asking, hey, is he going to come in and night out and give you all he has? And the answer is yes. That's what you can ask for. That's what you can expect. That's what you can demand. Will it all plan out like that? We don't know. Not until, the season kicks off and that when that extension kicks in, we don't know. But as far as like right now, yes, he is their best player. He has stuck around. He hasn't wanted to leave. That's commendable about him. It's something that should be said. Congratulations to him. I'm not knocking anybody that decide to go anywhere else because I've said, look, the society that we work in, these guys are at work. So you at your job, if someone gave you more money to go somewhere else and you were a top, whatever it is in your field, why can't he leave just like you can leave? Ain't nobody gonna be, you an engineer, and ain't nobody gonna be going on Twitter and being like, dang, the engineer couldn't get it done himself. No. So it's a risk. We know that. It is a risk. But it's a calculated risk. And that risk is a reduced risk with Dame. You know what you're getting. Everybody know Dame can ball. Everybody know Dame. It's all about getting him help now. You got him taken care of. His money situation is straight. Now it's on the Portland Trailblazers is that you got to close these deals of getting someone else around. You traded CJ McCollum. So obviously you were saying that you're trying to restart this thing or restructure this thing. I wish CJ McCollum could have stayed there. I love CJ McCollum. I love his game. But the business side of it, that's what happened. And CJ is in New Orleans, which is still a nice spot for him to be in. That's for another day. But now, if you're the Portland Trail Blazers, you giving him this money also said, we're going to get you some talent. We're going to get you and surround yourself with enough talent to make some noise in the Western Conference. And he's going to need it. Because if you got this rumor that's about to kick off with, that's kicked off with Kyrie, coming to LA, then you got to put the Lakers back in the equation, in the mix. Then you got Phoenix. You still got to keep them there. You still got to keep Utah there. Now you're adding Dallas for what they did last year. And let's not forget, you got the defending world champions that's going to be in the West, the Golden State Warriors as well, and a plethora of other teams. I just talked about the New Orleans Pelicans. So, yeah, Dame got his money. Portland took care of him. Now it's time for Portland to get some talent around him so they can make some noise. So, Dame got the money. I know people are going to be mad at me because I'm side with Dame getting his money.
Who's this man?
Lopan, look, you can't be a hater all your life. All right? If it don't work out, it don't work out. I mean, all right, let's get off this. But Dame Lillard, now when he check his bank account, right on time in those 2 years, $60+ million. It was gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. It was gonna happen. Somebody was going to get $60 million. Steph is the last year of his contract. Steph is around 56, 57. In his contract that he signed. So this is where we're going. So don't act surprised, about it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy in 20, 25 years. Guys going to be making $100 million a year.
Show me the money!
Goodness. But it is what it is. Let's move on. Dame from getting his extension. And let's touch about someone who got some money, but maybe not as much as we thought. And that was James Harden. So James Harden is working out a deal. I don't know if this deal is complete or not yet, but it is. They were talking about, you got it. Lopan has it. Taking a $15 million pay cut. So look, James Harden is taking, a pay cut make it work for Philadelphia. He wants to stay there. So here's what I'm going to say. Everybody gets on James Harden. We get on James Harden, from time to time. But you also got to give credit where credit is due. So I'm going to give credit to James Harden for, making the sacrifice. Obviously, this opens up for guys that they, added like PJ Tucker, and they're going to be looking at adding other players to this mix. And James Harden wants to be there. For how long? I don't know. But you at least got to give him credit. He didn't go in there. He opted out of $47.1 million to go into a deal that was less. Shows that he really wants to win. They're still going to be, expecting not MVP James, but they're still going to be expecting, the second option James Harden, because Joel Embiid is obviously going to be the number one option there. But they're still going to be expecting the second option. He's there now in the offseason and everything. I think this will, actually turn around and help out Philadelphia. And like I said, adding pieces that they've been looking to add to make them even more competitive. I think you got the kid, Maxey. He's going to take the next step up. And I think we're going to be talking about him a lot this upcoming season. So Philadelphia is doing some things. James Harden coming back is going to help. And at the end of the day, what this is all about, and I say me and Lopan, when I say me and Lopan don't care about the regular season. Don't care about the regular season at all. This deal is all about the playoffs and having James come through in the playoffs when they need him most. Okay? So, congratulations, James. Getting your deal, worked out. Staying in Philadelphia. It keeps the team competitive. It keeps the team, interesting. Something for us to talk about. And then also that Philadelphia 76ers, along with the Boston Celtics, along with the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to throw in the Atlanta Hawks with DeJounte Murray. Not saying in the top three and all that stuff, but still put them in the mix and other teams that's in the Eastern Conference. It keeps it interesting. So props to James Harden for what he did. Give him. Look, if you're going to get on James for some of the stuff that he does, you got to be fair on the other side. Okay? Got to be fair. So I applaud him. Lopan was doing something. I'm not even gonna do that with you, Lopan. So you listen to the Wait a Minute show with your man Jelani JB Bodie, and we're sitting here and we're talking sports. And we're gonna continue talking sports, but we're gonna take a break, and then when we come back from the break, we're gonna get into WNBA and the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, we got WNBA talk and some football talk and much more. We'll be back on the other side of the break.
Do you want your next Atlanta event to be memorable? If so, have Drinking Color at your next function. Drinking Color is sophisticated bartending that creates signature cocktails for your special occasion. Wow your family, friends, and business associates next time with Drinking Color. You can contact the owner, Kiki Lewis, at 678-813-7102. That's 678-813-7102. You can also email her at drinkandcolor@gmail.com and follow on Instagram at drinkandcolor. And tell her you were referred by the Wait a Minute show. Drink and Color, cocktail catering. Let the cocktail sparkle at your next event.
Do you like making an impression? Who doesn't? Well, when you want to dress to impress for less, check out Rail Scott at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. Quality accessories for men and women at low prices. Everything from ties, bow ties, watches, bracelet, earrings, to pocketbooks. Don't miss out. Check out Rail Scott, the owner, at Prime Ties to Go. That's Prime Ties, the number 2, Go, on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and you're listening to the Wait a Minute show here with your man Jelani JB Bodie. So let's get back into this and just jump into it. So what was it? WNBA, right, Lopan? So the WNBA All-Star game is coming up. Actually, it's tomorrow. So WNBA, you got Candace Parker, Diana Taurasi's not there. And you got others that's going to be playing in this game. And I guess they're looking at, spicing it up, changing it up a little bit in the WNBA All-Star game. And other leagues have done this. You've seen the NFL try and change some things. You've seen the NBA as well. So why not? Why not? So some of the things that they are changing that's going to be different for this All-Star weekend game is going to be, first, the shot clock, right? Shot clock is going to be 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Trying to speed up the pace. Trying to keep pushing the offensive side of it. Trying to keep it, high scoring, up and down, it all around, making it more upbeat tempo, right? They don't want anything slow running. So 20-second shot clock, which forces them to put the ball up earlier than what they probably normally would. I think they would anyway in this format because it's not an actual regular season game and everything. So, but it speeds it up even more. So you got the shot clock that they're looking at. The other thing that they're going to implement is a 4-point shot. That's interesting. On each side, there's a total of 4-point shots. So you got 2 for each side of the court, where just like back in the day, MTV Rock and Jock and all this stuff, and other formats that we see. I think the Big Three league has it as well, is that if you shoot from that spot, that's going to count as 4 points. So, more long-range shots, more of those Steph Curry shots, that they be trying to put it on Steph Curry. Steph Curry said, don't put that on me, man. I didn't tell folks to be pulling up from half court like that. I only can do that. So, but those are the, shots that's going to be there. I like this addition as well because I've always felt and said women can shoot better than men, so I mean, they are more fundamentally sound in shooting. They take better shots. Just don't, I'm just going to throw it up and, no. But women are very good with in the WNBA and shooting. And guys are too. So I don't want people trying to say, I'm trying to, spread. No. But I like this addition as well because it keeps everything up and running. Because if you miss a shot and defense gets the ball and they bring it back up, they only got 20 seconds. This is going to be back and forth a lot. So I do believe there's going to be quite a few 4-point shots. And it will be interesting if a team gets down by a lot and then you come into this and they start hitting 4-point shots over and over and over and over and over again. This could make it interesting of a game. We just don't want this thing to be boring. That's what they're shooting for. The last thing, I don't know how this is going to work because I've never heard of this. I've never seen it implemented. So it will be something new to check out, is that there will be no free throw shots. Let me be more specific. There'll be no more free throw shots only at the 2-minute warning. Now, I know you're thinking like, well, wait, what happens if you foul somebody in the act of shooting? What happens? You just play over again? No, they're going to award automatic points. So no one shooting free throws until we get to the 2-minute warning in a game. Again, keeping that tempo, keeping that pace. I think the last high-scoring game that they had for an All-Star game was 2019. I think it was 129 to 126. So I'm sure they're looking to get in that range, and I'm pretty sure they'll be happy even if they could get closer to that 140 range to keep that tempo back and forth. So these are some additions that they made that I like, that I think are interesting. I think that's worth checking out. What is it? Let's recap. Lopan, help me out. I'm old here. I'm already forgetting. Yeah, 4-point play. Yeah, we know about that. 20-second shot clock and no free throws until you get to the 2-minute warning. You get automatic points for the free throw. So the WNBA changing up the format, changing up the style, keep it interesting. The biggest one to me is going to be the 4-point shot that they're going to put on the court. I expect to see a lot of the ladies pulling up from that 4-point shot. And I'm hoping a bunch of them go in, because it's just amazing what the range that these players have these days, that you can pull up and it's actually like to some a mid-range jumper. So yeah, good job by the WNBA. So let's move on from the All-Star game and let's get into some football talk. 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. So there's been this talk about who's going to be the starting quarterback, the starting QB of the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, you got Jimmy Garoppolo, who was there, took him to the Super Bowl. He's still there, haven't went anywhere. And then you got this kid on the other end who went third overall in Trey Lance. And you've had Jerry Rice speak about that, he feels that it's Trey Lance's time and he's ready. That was at the CVS or wherever Jerry Rice was. He was somewhere. He wasn't nowhere, he was somewhere local. It was a CVS, a Walgreens or something like that. Piggly Wiggly. That's what it looks like. But he was talking about this, and now the San Francisco 49ers, to me, I think they've already made their decision. I truly believe that Trey Lance is the starting quarterback going into the season. I do think that Jimmy Garoppolo will not be on this team. I think he still will be traded. I just don't understand, cutting him to not get anything, right? Anything. So I do believe Jimmy Garoppolo will still get traded. He'll go to, and here's a team that I'm just throwing out there, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't have no sources or anything. I'm just looking at, if we're trying to win right now and we got some pieces and we want to get a veteran who has that leadership but also have had some playoff experience and to add on it Super Bowl experience, I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco cuts Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know they have Mitch Trubisky there, and I know they have this kid Kenny Pickett there as well. Kenny Pickett, I don't think they think he's ready at all right now, especially if Jimmy Garoppolo shows up. He's not going to beat Jimmy Garoppolo. The question mark is his shoulder. We all know that, but he should be good. He had shoulder surgery. But I wouldn't even be surprised if he got traded. Look, Baker Mayfield just went for a fifth round pick. Now, some of that had to deal with money and, some other things that's circulating around that situation. It's not the same as Jimmy Garoppolo's. But if you could get Jimmy Garoppolo for a fifth or sixth round pick and you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you do that to add him with Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Chase Claypool, and others on that offensive side, because their defense is ready to go. Defensive side of the Pittsburgh Steelers is ready to go. So a veteran, look, I like Mitch Trubisky. I think if Garoppolo's not there, I do think Mr. Trubisky is going to do a pretty good job there. But that's where I think, Jimmy Garoppolo would end up. I don't have a source, nothing, nobody's telling me. That's just me just looking into, the bowl of the NFL and giving you, my honest opinion. But I do think it's going to be Trey Lance. I'm going to stick with that. You took this guy third overall. And this is not Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers situation where Brett Favre is this legend and he was still, producing and he basically kind of kept Aaron off his heels until towards the end. I think Aaron actually played year 3 or 4 into his rookie contract. That's not this situation. It's more closer to the Alex Smith, Pat Mahomes. And I'm not saying Trey Lance is Pat Mahomes. I'm just saying that they took Pat Mahomes 15 because they traded up to get Pat Mahomes. You didn't trade up to get Pat Mahomes at 15 or 12 or whatever wherever they drafted him. You didn't do that for him to sit on the bench 3 or 4 years. And that's the same thing that the San Francisco 49ers did. You got into the third overall pick. You did not make that move for him to be starting 2, 3, 4 years later. The time is now. because you have a nucleus of a team with your George Kittles, with your Debos, with your Ayuks, and then that trio of running backs that they're going to have in the backfield. And then that also, San Francisco, they got a defense that's ready to go with the Bosa kid and others, on this team, Fred Warner. I just think they're going to go ahead, roll those dice, and see what happens. So I think Trey Lance is going to be, the starter, and they go ahead and make that move. Jimmy ends up somewhere else. Hopefully it works out for Jimmy, wherever it is that he shows up or where he ends up. He's been a constant professional, and you can't help but root for, guys when they don't go out there and make a scene or anything like that. Because this is the business side, and unfortunately the business side sometimes sucks for one person, and then it's great, for another. One person or another, or just one person. Dan Snyder, owner of the Washington Commanders. So this whole thing about him showing up in front of the House Committee, now there's talk that he's offering to testify before the House Committee. And they've been trying to get this guy to come in for a while. It was I wasn't coming. I don't have to come. And, Roger Goodell went and testified. And so this is all about this workplace situation that he was involved with. There was a investigation previously before where there was a fine in place, and then day-to-day operations was taken away from him and all this. So all this stuff has happened. Here's the biggest thing I'm trying to understand from it. And maybe somebody know better than me. What happens? Okay, so what happens, or what is the expectation from this meeting with the House Committee? Because on Daniel Snyder's side, I'm sure he's thinking whether he has something that he's hiding or not, regardless. Whatever we talk about, is it going to impact me to where, because it sounds like they're trying to get him out of there. So going through this, is it going to impact me where I lose my franchise? And I just don't think, I do think that if they're able to point out some things, I think it will be a bad look on Dan Snyder. I think it will be some criticism or continued criticism on Daniel Snyder. But is the whole thing of this is to get him out of the league? I don't know if they're going to be able to do enough for something like that. I don't know if they have anything that's just that clear cut to where it's like we got to get him out of the league. Because at this point, Roger Goodell has already spoken. He kind of did we did, do a punishment. It's not like we just let him walk away and everything. So we take this serious, but also, we're trying to protect, the former employees. So we're not, releasing the report that we saw. So it's like this, going back and forth. So I don't think from all of this, if anything, it may have Daniel Snyder look even more bad as in the public's eyes. I don't think the NFL, because the House, I don't know what power that they have to really just be able to tell the NFL to say get them out of here, which I don't think they do. That's why I said unless you got something just clear cut that you're going to be able to bring to the table, show everybody, and it is just damaging to him, there may be another fine or something like that. But at this point, if the NFL really wanted him out of there, they would have tried to find a way, or they have tried to find a way, and they haven't been able to get him out of there. So I don't know what to really expect or think we're going to gain from him showing up to this. But the House Committee feels it's necessary. I'm not going to argue against that. If he does show up and he does you're going to say he'll do it virtually. If he does do the virtual and testify, it'll be interesting as far as like the conversation and the questions that they're going to ask him and what he's going to say, and then what it means for him in the future. But maybe they reach, they look back and they pull something out and be like, bow, there it is. You didn't think we had that, huh? That's the only thing I can really think about, that would change this. But for right now, I do think, not too much is going to go any further with this, more than just him looking bad. Sorry. So, Lopin, you want to take another break?
Indeed.
Okay. So we'll take another break, and when we come back from this break, I'm not happy. It's okay, but I'm not happy. About this. I'm not happy, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'll tell you about it. I'll be back.
Do you want your next Atlanta event to be memorable? If so, have Drinking Color at your next function. Drinking Color is sophisticated bartending that creates signature cocktails for your special occasion. Wow your family, friends, and business associates next time with Drinking Color. You can contact the owner, Kiki Lewis, at 678-813-7102. That's 678-813-7102. You can also email her at drinkandcolor@gmail.com and follow on Instagram at drinkandcolor. And tell her you were referred by the Wait a Minute Show. Drinking Color, cocktail catering. Let the cocktail sparkle at your next event.
Do you like making an impression? Who doesn't? Well, when you want to dress to impress for less, check out Rail Scott at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. Quality accessories for men and women at low, counted low prices. Everything from ties, bow ties, watches, bracelet, earrings to pocketbooks. Don't miss out. Check out Rail Scott, the owner, at Prime Ties to Go. That's Prime Ties, the number 2, Go, on Facebook and Instagram.
He's the brain of operations.
I'm telling you right now, book it!
And him, he's along for the ride.
Indeed.
But together, they bring you sports like you've never heard before. The Wait a Minute Show, a new way of discussing today's trending sports topics. And now, back to the show with your host, Jolani J.B. Bodie.
Indeed.
Welcome back. So before I forget, support my daughter, Ayla Bodie, AYLA BODDIE, and Being the Bodies on YouTube. She got her own YouTube channel. And Wednesdays, 9 o'clock, X Squad Radio Network. You catch your boy doing the Wait a Minute Show there as well. So you get two times your fix on Saturdays and on Wednesdays. So I'll save that. I gave props to Dame for getting his money. Gave props to James Harden and everything. I'm going to give props to another player, not an NBA player, but an NFL player, and a position that really don't get they deserve to get highlighted more. That's offensive line, right? Offensive line. I don't know if you're a football fan. You do know how important an offensive line is. If you are a quarterback or a running back, you definitely know how important an offensive line is to your success and sometimes to your health. So Trent Williams, offensive lineman, made history. Yesterday, day before yesterday. But Trent Williams is the first, and this is major. He is the first offensive lineman, ladies and gentlemen, to be part of the Madden 99 club. So give it up for Trent Williams. Now look, it's already hard enough just being in the 99 club. Aaron Donald did it on defense. You got I think Pat Mahomes or somebody, there's a few others on offense. Probably Cooper Kupp is probably going to get a 99 if he hadn't already for what he did this past year. But it's always normally, mostly a skill position, the running back, the wide receiver, the quarterback. And then, for Aaron Donald to get it on defense as well, that's commendable. But for an offensive lineman to get this award, that means you're putting in work, okay? That means you are locking folks up. That means your quarterback is getting under center and said, Trent right there, I'm good, B. You two guys over here, you better do your job or I'm coming for you. And I mean, you locking down. And when you get back there, especially if I'm left-handed, but if you right-handed and you turning your back and Trent got your back and you just like, I got time. I got time. That's what Trent Williams does for a quarterback. If you're a running back, I got to run that way. Oh, Trent's over there. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a gap that I can get in. Oh, he's going to run somebody over. And to do it against guys like we were just talking about, Aaron Donald, which, they run into each other from time to time. He said he don't like it, but they run into each other from time to time. You got Von Millers. You got your Myles Garrett's. And you got other Micah Parsons, who's just, his rookie year, he was just a problem for everybody. And for you to have an offense, because there's a lot of offensive linemen you got Tyron Smith. He's not the same, at the Tyron Smith as he was in the beginning. But Tyron Smith, you got now this go way back. This is probably before the 99 Club, but I'm saying on the level, Jonathan Ogden and other offensive linemen that have come across that has had rankings. But for him to be the offensive lineman and make the 99 Club, you got to give a shout out. You got to give props. You got to give him his just due, because offensive linemen, let me just say this: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, you don't take plays off, but you can take plays off. Because it may not be geared to you. It's going to the other side or something like that. The quarterback can hand the ball off. An offensive lineman, you are in a fight every single time. There is no play where you just back up and you just put your hands on your hips and be like, yep, everybody else is doing a good job. They're doing a real good job. No, every time you are out there, it is a fight. Hand-to-hand combat, and it gets dirty down in those trenches. So for him to be part of that 99 Club and what he did, that's a big kudos, man. You got to give a big shout out for that. So props to, again, give some applause to Trent Williams for a heck of a job, man. First offensive lineman to be part of the 99 Club. Now it's probably gonna be a punter out there saying, "Hey, get me on." No, I'm punters. Don't come for me. I'm just joking. Punters are players too. Don't get it twisted. Last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. I saw this and I always try and find the bright side or the positive side, to a bunch of stuff, but I just don't see it on this one. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not, just saying throw it out in the trash, but it's cool. Summer League is kicking off. And shouts out to Mocha Bella, who jumped in the Wait a Minute Show comment room. But Summer League, NBA Summer League is kicked off. I was talking about Chet Holmgren and what he did, 23 points in 23 minutes. And, the Pistons, Jayton and Jalen, they doing their thing. And, Summer League is Summer League. You got all your vets that show up and, celebrities show up. It's in Vegas. So, hey, yeah, why not? So I see this thing at the end is that they're saying, they're going to have whoever's the Summer League champ is is going to get these Summer League champ rings. And I saw the picture of the ring. Don't get me wrong, the rings is nice. It's dazzling and everything, diamonds and all that. But I'm not feeling it because I don't think we really need a Summer League champ ring. And here's the reason why. Okay? I think the trophy, if you got a trophy, that's good enough, because let's just say the Pistons Summer League team wins the Summer League championship. You give them a trophy, they put that, up at the franchise if they want to. They put it in the mantle and put it on display. But I don't think anybody really, after winning the Summer League, is going to be like, I'm going to put my ring on, I'm going to hit these streets, and I'm going to let everybody know your boy is out here balling. Summer League champs, baby. Summer League champs. I just don't think a ring is needed. What I would suggest, and I think I would like for it, I don't know how much them rings cost to make, but I don't think it's $100 per ring. I hope it's more than that. How about just what the ring costs? Give that to all the players that's on that Summer League championship team. Because here's the reality of it. Everybody that's on that team is not going to make it to the league, right? Everybody that's on that team is not going to make it to the league. So give them a little extra change. Or boost it up even more. Shouts out to my man Kesey with the Kicking It with Kesey show. He's in the chat room too. He talking about Dame time. Yeah, Dame time. Get that money. But Summer League championship ring. Forget all that championship ring. Give me some championship dinero. Give me some dollars. Show me the money. Yes, that's what you can do. So I just think, do the trophy instead of the rings. Subsidize or substitute that with money. Now I got a comment in here. Let me see if I can get this thing right. I'm gonna put it at the top. Mocha Bella says, Jelani, maybe that is the only ring some of them will win. Also, Mocha Bella, that may be the only ring they be pawning too. So I'm just saying, it's just like, look, we got people that win Super Bowl rings and NBA championship rings, and they pawn that stuff to get money. So you right. It might be the only thing that they win, but it might be the only thing that they pawn to get some extra dinero. Give them the extra dinero. I just think the money, and if they are already getting money, which I don't know, for winning the Summer League, add that to it. It's not like everybody's getting $1 million bonus or something like that. Give them a little change. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate it. So I think it's time to get out of here, Lopan. Hit the music. Yeah, we heard the music, so it is time to get on up out of here, man. It's Saturday, the weekend. Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the WNBA All-Star Game tomorrow. And, we'll have all this sports news. Watch Dame. We'll go in and tune in and watch Dame spend his money. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing, Dame. Don't make a rap about me, Dame. Don't make a rap about me. But everybody have a good weekend, man. I appreciate Mocha Bella and Kesey for dropping in to hang out with your boy. If you listen to this later, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And you can go to the waitaminuteshow.com. That'll give you all the access you need. You can play all previous episodes and anything else that you want on there. So everybody, have a good weekend, man. Be good to yourself, man. Get into an agreement. Get into an agreement with yourself. Yes, get into an agreement with yourself to be the best you that you can be. Because you know what? In that agreement, you'll always be fair to yourself. All right? And it'll work out for both sides. So for your man, Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, I'm going to get out of here. I'll holler at y'all later, man. And we will do this again next week. Lopan, let's go. Get us out of here.